am a pirate some days.
What? You're a pirate?
Or, piracy.
Oh. No, I went straight over my head, dude.
Slow. But I would never do that on Marshall Wi-Fi because piracy is bad and they can find me. Welcome to Her Talks, the podcast for all things Marshall University. I'm Luke Jeffrey.
I'm Ashley McClure.
And in this episode, we're looking at essential apps, websites, services, and products for college students trying to save a buck or two.
Yeah, and while money is valuable, it isn't the only dictator of wealth. A quote from author Christopher Rice reads, "Every day is a bank account, and time is our currency. No one is rich, and no one is poor. We've got 24 hours each."
Time management is definitely a valuable skill. It's one I kind of like to pride myself on. I think I'm pretty good at it. But maybe we can cover that in a future episode or something even. Valuable skills for college students. How to time management. Time management.
Yeah.
How to which humans are actually ahead of like other organisms a little bit in terms of time management because I think it's called a circadian rhythm. It's like a biological internal clock.
Yeah.
That it actually keeps track of time, and that's why if you miss your alarms for your 8 a.m. class, sometimes every now and again, you'll wake up just in the nick of time when your alarm would have went off anyway. Mm-hmm. But did you know that right above us, there is one animal who knows exactly what time it is all the time?
Really?
Yeah. It's a watchdog. Like the one you wear on your wrist.
And he strikes again. Okay, moving off that corny joke, we're going to get into our first service of the day. So this one's a little bit more popular, and this one is the premium student account for Spotify. And for this, you get 50% off premium for up to 4 years.
50%.
Yes. It comes with access to Hulu's ad-supported plan and Showtime at no extra cost. And it's only $4.99 a month.
Only $4.99, and you get the show, like Hulu, and what was the other one?
Yeah, so you get Spotify Premium, Hulu's ad-supported plan, and Showtime.
Yeah, the Hulu and Showtime are a big plus, especially Hulu.
I think, now
Netflix is losing a lot of stuff, so Hulu, I think they've picked up quite a bit of it.
Yeah, I've been catching myself watching Hulu more than Netflix recently.
I don't particularly watch either a whole lot. I am a pirate some days.
What? You're a pirate?
Or, piracy.
No, I went straight over my head, dude.
Slow. But I would never do that on Marshall Wi-Fi because piracy is bad and they can find me.
I mean,
so for legal reasons, I'm not a pirate other than when I dress up as Jack Sparrow for Halloween when I was 8. But what's outside of the services, what is the true difference in like Spotify and Spotify Premium?
Okay, so for the free Spotify, you only have like 5-6 skips. Like you have a limited number of skips.
Like Pandora?
Yeah.
I'm more familiar
exactly
with
like that. You're more for Pandora?
More familiar with it.
Oh, yeah. So you have the limited skips, and then whenever you want to go play an album, you only, like, it won't play you all the songs. It'll, like, throw in some recommended or, like, related songs in there, so you can't just listen to a straight album. So it gets really annoying. And if you're out of skips, then you just have to listen to a song that you don't want to listen to.
Do you use skips on albums?
What do you mean?
What is a skip? The skip is just you don't listen to the song, right?
Yeah, like, you don't want to listen to it. Skip it.
Do you have skips on playlists? Because I have a Spotify playlist.
Yeah, they give you so many skips an hour.
Oh, per hour. Because I skip songs all the time on my playlist, and I, like, never run out. But that makes a lot of sense because I've listened to songs that are not on there.
Yeah.
And I did not know that they threw in recommended ones. Now, the one thing, I used to have Spotify Premium, but I let go of it because I didn't use enough. But the one thing I did like was that you could download it to listen to it later. You could listen to songs offline and stuff. So that was one thing I'm a big fan of. And if you're a person on the go, you might not have service all the time. It's really handy. And if you didn't know, Her Talks is also on Spotify.
Yeah.
So if you have premium, that's another reason just to go on. You can download it, listen to it whenever you've got a long drive that you don't have service the entire way and you need some quick entertainment.
Yeah, I have a
Put us up there.
25-minute commute to Marshall every single day. So
That's enough for an episode of Her Talks.
yeah, exactly.
So, feel free to download us, stream us, whatever. We are on Spotify. Now, you don't have to have premium to watch us and listen to us.
Yeah.
That is a good thing. If you don't have Spotify, we are on other places. You can check that out. Anywhere you listen to podcasts, of course, but I'll plug that again later.
With no doubt.
Yeah. Moving on to our second service, it is the Brita filter, which I wish Brita would sponsor
obsessed.
me. I just got one, and that's why I wanted to put it in. Most people they have a lot of variations. So most people get the Brita Pitcher. It's kind of big, and you put a bunch of water in at like the beginning of the week, and as you pour it, it filters it. So you like pull it out your fridge. I want a glass of water. And then you have it. And then they also have a Brita bottle where there's a filter inside it. So you fill it up, and as you drink it, it filters it as it goes into your mouth. But the one I use is the Brita sink filter.
And why is this interesting, Luke?
It is interesting because it's just so good. It requires a little more setup than the other ones. You have to dismantle the bottom of your sink, which I haven't told housing I've done. And I don't know if I'm allowed. But I'll put it back at the end if you're watching this housing. I promise it'll go back at the end. Nothing's damaged. I just want better water because the one that comes out of the sink right now is not very good. It's almost white.
Milky.
Yeah, milky. Yeah. I put water in my mug, and I can't see the bottom of it.
See, now that's a problem. Yeah.
That's gross. So I got the Brita filter, and I've been using it, and it's so much better.
Yeah.
Taste difference, visible difference. I'm a fan.
I know. He's literally been talking about this. We talked about this last week, too. You're like, oh, yeah, that filter I got. You were all about it.
I used to hate on Brita a little bit because I was like, it doesn't actually do anything. Because there are some studies where, like, oh, it removes, like, this, but it can also add in this, or it doesn't remove the things that are actually bad, which all may be true, but it changed the color of my water.
Yeah, if it's changing the color, then it's doing something.
It's doing something. It doesn't, I think, do as much as people crack it up to. But it's definitely makes a difference, and it can save up to $470 per year, accounting for the cost of the filter, which is about $30. So that's average money spent on water bottles for one person. So.
And it really reduces plastic.
Yeah,
plastic.
If you like sea turtles, get a Brita filter.
Oh gosh,
simple.
Going back to the Visco girl days. Or are you a Visco girl now?
I've been a Visco girl.
You've been a Visco girl.
Visco girl.
Oh gosh.
I stay in the ocean.
All right. Our next service, number 3, is called Big Words. And Big Words is where you can resell your textbooks. And you can also compare buying prices and selling prices. And it actually saves you an average of $1,000 a year.
Yeah, because textbooks are not expensive. No, they're not cheap.
Oh, whoa. Here.
They are expensive. Textbooks are not cheap.
Yeah, they're not. I mean, especially because, you have some professors that will be like, hey, I need you to buy this textbook, and then not open it once the entire semester.
Sell that puppy right back.
Yeah, I was like, it's brand new. I have, not a fan.
I did have one professor that did something pretty interesting this semester to me. She, I'm not going to name any names, but she said, look at this textbook. It's free.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm giving you a free textbook because there's no need to buy it, but I want you to print it off.
The entire textbook.
It was 200 pages. And if you're familiar with Marshall printing services, to print in black and white, that's 10 cents per page. So I spent $20 printing off my textbook, which was still a lot cheaper.
Yeah, it's still a lot cheaper.
If I were to buy a hard copy.
I have not heard any professor do that.
Her entire case was like, I don't think you should have to spend the money. it's free. And I was like, sweet. And she's like, but I'd like you to print it off and bring the pages. I went,
What? What did you say?
yeah. Textbooks are whack. That was a whack move, but it's okay because it was still a lot cheaper. Moving on to service number 4. This is something great if you are in the Huntington area and Marshall community because it is a Huntington exclusive for Goodwill Kiowa, which is just a few miles from campus if you are an on-campus resident. And Goodwill Kiowa has started something called Hire Attire, which they're rolling out, and I know a lot about it. It's a great program because I was in a fashion show for them. I did a little modeling.
Some modeling.
Some modeling back in my day. But Goodwill is already good automatically. Yeah, they have a Goodwill.
No.
But the Hire Attire takes the top of the top of the donations they get. So their suits, jackets, pants, dresses, the nicer dress shoes, and it's made for people looking for clothes for job interviews, formal events, whatever it may be. And you don't want to go out and buy a custom tailored tuxedo because that's a lot of money.
I mean, it's just going to hang in your closet.
Yeah. Not everybody dresses up every day. Now, if you do, good for you. But not everybody does. So Goodwill is 50 to 80% off of the original price. And it's recycling and repurposing clothes. So it also keeps a lot of the material in circulation and keeps it from just going to waste. Yeah. So it has a lot of pluses there. So that's Goodwill Kiowa. I highly recommend it. I got a full suit, shoes, socks, and tie, plus the jacket, shirt, and pants. It's amazing. And
all you had to do was strut your stuff.
Yeah. Which, thankfully, they paid for it for me because I was in the show. But the total was less than $30.
Really?
For an entire suit and everything, it was less than $30 for all of that.
Well, I mean that's great. Yeah, especially for college students. You're trying to save everything you got.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to the next one. Also a well-known one. This one is Amazon Prime for students. And so this is 50% off, so it's only $60 yearly, but you get more perks. You have free movies, you have those free 2-day shipping, and this one's a big one because I had no idea about this. You don't have to have a minimum in your cart. So if you just have regular Amazon, you're just scrolling out there and buying, to get free shipping, you have to have $25 in your cart, and then you get free shipping. But with Amazon Prime, you can buy a $2 item, and boom, free shipping.
Yeah, I was unaware of that until she was telling me about that earlier. And I was like, that is crazy. But on the other side, she didn't know that Prime took away the minimum. I didn't know the minimum existed because I've always used Prime.
Yeah, you've always had it.
I thought it was just 2-day shipping, but I'm kind of an impatient person, so that's why I got it. I was like, 2-day shipping, heck yeah. And I never realized that there was a minimum. So I'm buying $2, $3 items and getting free 2-day shipping.
Yeah, I'm saving up all my items for this big order, and I'm like, what? I can have, student Prime. So I'm learning stuff for this episode. So I'm definitely gonna get some of these services.
100%. But as a member of Student Prime, I highly recommend it, and I'm sure Dr. Ng, who was a member of Student Prime far longer than he was a student, can attest for that. Dr. Ng, do you have any words?
Yeah, it's as somebody that was on Prime for way too long, I can say it's a great deal. And now that I'm on the other side of it and I don't have Student Prime anymore, it's still a great deal, but not nearly as awesome. What double? Is that what you said? Is cost?
Yeah, it's half.
Yeah, or it's half for you guys. Yeah, I wish I could still finagle my way into using my Marshall.edu into some more student Prime. Yeah.
He had mentioned earlier that he was on it for a very long time using his school email that they still gave him. Service, our 6th service. It's our last one. But now we've given you tons to save your money, and this one is actually one to manage your newly found money. It is a budgeting app. It's called Mint by Intuit, and if you are familiar with our new president, Brad D. Smith, he is at Brad Intuit on Twitter. So he's kind of the Intuit man.
Of course, you know this.
Yes, I fangirl Brad Smith.
You fangirl Brad Smith.
Yeah. Brad, if you're watching,
We have a seat for you.
you'll be our guest. I'll replace Ashley if you want me
What?
to. You can.
Replace me with Brad Smith. Okay, fair.
This will say with Brad Smith and Luke Jeffrey. I'll go to the bottom. You can come on.
Oh my gosh. Replacing me with Brad
You're welcome
Smith.
anytime. Which I'm sure he's a busy man. He'd probably just want to come on as a guest.
Yes.
So you
I
can
hope
stay.
so, yeah.
But if he comes to me and says, Luke,
Wow, you gotta make some cuts.
I mean, he's the president. It's not like I'd have a choice anyway.
I mean, I don't really have an argument to that, but so see ya.
Anyway, Mint is a budgeting app, and it's an every dollar budgeting app, which means that every single dollar you have is supposed to have a spending purpose, whether it is spending or bills or discretionary spending or saving. You're supposed to give every dollar a purpose, and it goes off of an old adage that says, tell your money what to do, or you won't know where it goes. Or it's something like that. I can't remember the
You
exact
get the
words.
gist.
But yeah, that's the message it conveys, is if you don't tell your money where to go, it'll go places that you don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe that was it. That sounds like a Dr. Seuss type thing.
It does.
But it's very user-friendly for beginner budgets. I used to use an Excel spreadsheet, which I coded to have like colors and like it would automatically add and subtract everything for me.
Of course
So
you did.
It was really nice, but Mint is a lot better. And I like it.
Because it does it for you, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And now it's not color-coded. I did have that
Oh,
on it.
no. He's going to complain about the colors.
So Brad, maybe you could work on that. Tell your people.
Oh, my gosh. Giving Brad Smith recommendations.
When you go into the transactions to look at them, it's all just gray. It's all gray. You might consider
colors.
color coding it. Just red and green. Yeah, simple red and green. But outside of that, it's fantastic, and it's completely free. And it helps you put back money that otherwise you just blow, and it helps you really know how much you have to have for bills, so you know how much you have for discretionary spending. I'm a huge fan. I've been using it since I came to college. So
yeah, I
one
didn't
semester
know.
in.
I didn't know what Mint was, so I think I'm also gonna get that. Like this, like I said, this whole podcast, I'm like, I need to, I need to download that. I need to grab this. Like,
so hopefully a lot of people will learn their own things too.
yeah.
So and hopefully using these tips, you'll find yourselves to have a little bit of a thicker wallet in the upcoming semesters than you did before listening. Take all these tips, put them in, whatever. And if you missed our last episode where we covered saving money through cooking, budget meals, we had an entire 5-course type meal.
Yeah.
Under $20. So you
Under
could
$20.
You could eat 5 times a day under $20. It was all good stuff. We had Dr. Ing came on. We did it just before we recorded this.
Yeah.
And we taste tested all of it and we ranked it. So be sure to go check that out. That is on our YouTube exclusively. So go check that out and subscribe for more upcoming YouTube exclusives. And if you're interested in the recipes, you can see us go and actually cook them on the TikTok. So that's also an option. And if you don't know where any of those social platforms are, check the description of wherever you're watching this. And we'll have a link to all of those. So go check out all of them, follow, subscribe, whatever, so you can get the full Her Talks experience.
The full experience.
The full experience, yes. And until next week, ciao.
See ya.